everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Michelle. In today's video, I'm going to do a get ready with me using the new Lisa Eldridge foundation. There has been a lot of buzz about this. I was really excited to order it. I bought it on the day of the launch. We're gonna go over the pricing, color options. I'm gonna show you the packaging, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put it on for you. We're just gonna jump right in. Now, if you don't know anything about Lisa Eldridge, she is a very well-known makeup artist. She is here on YouTube. She finally released a foundation. She has some lip products. I know she has some jewelry products. I will link her YouTube channel down below and also her website down below if you were interested. This foundation retails for $61 US for 1 fluid ounce. It comes in 40 colors, which I thought was fantastic. So she's very inclusive as far as her colors are concerned. I purchased it in shade number 10, which is light medium foundation with neutral undertones. Now, to tell you a little bit about the formula, it says it is intelligently formulated skin-friendly foundation, medium coverage. It is self-setting, blends effortlessly to smooth and unify the skin with a noticeable soft focus effect. It contains a natural mesh-like ingredient which completely fuses with the skin. The final finish is neither dewy or flat matte, but something skin-like and in between. So she recommends that you start in thin layers. It is cruelty-free, it's vegan, free from alcohol, parabens, talc, fragrance, essential oils, SPF, D6, and D5. This is the beautiful box that it comes in. And when you open it, this is how it comes. There is a little card, has a little QR code that you can scan, takes you right to her application tutorial. It has a glass bottle, a plastic lid with a pump. Unfortunately, if you're wondering how to stand it up, you cannot. The only way to stand this up, which she recommends, is putting it in the box. Or it has an indentation on this side, so it would sit on your vanity like this. That is the only gripe I have. I really wish it had a little bit of a flat bottom to be able to stand it up. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely beautiful. Laying it on its side is just not practical. And yes, you could leave it in the box and keep it like this, but I really wish the packaging was a little different. So let's go ahead and try on some makeup. I'm just gonna start with my primer. I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever Pore Minimizer Step 1. If you're wondering what this spot is on my face, I'm sorry. I tried to hide it in my last video. I had to have a biopsy. Just another reason, don't put your face in the sun. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it. So I'm just putting my makeup on around it. So primer is on. Let's get into the foundation. Now, I have been using this foundation for quite a few days now. I have applied it with my fingers, a sponge, and I've also used a brush. I have to say I didn't care for the brush very much. The sponge worked really well, but I like it best applying with my hands. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. She says you do not have to shake it. I'm gonna put a little pump on my hand. It's very thick, you can see it. And you really do not need a lot of this. A little goes a long way. The color match is really good for me. I was very happy. It has a really nice coverage. I would recommend putting it on in small sections. It is very skin-like. I still have a lot left just from that tiny little dot. Probably don't even need all of this. I'll go down my neck a little bit. And this is giving me really good coverage. Now, I have this spot up here. I have a tiny bit left on my hand, so let's just see how this can cover. It covers really well. I can see why she says that you can use this as a concealer. Now, this says it's a medium coverage, but it can be customizable. I think you can actually build this up. And the finish, it's not sticky at all. The finish is very dry. It's very silky. It's very smooth. For a concealer, I'm not necessarily going to use a concealer because I use the foundation to conceal any spots, which I think it did a really great job of. But for my under eyes, to brighten them up, I am going to use the Smashbox Becca Under Eye Brightener. This is one of my favorites. It's very moisturizing. So if you have dry, mature under eyes, this is a great product. So that's nice and bright. Next, I'm going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to use one of my favorite bronzers. This is the Gucci bronzer. I have it in number 3. I'm going to use my Sephora Pro Mini 55.5 brush. This is a really pretty bronzer. It has a nice sheen to it. I don't want to say that it has a shine or a glitter. It doesn't. It's just a really soft, pretty bronzer. I always bronze my nose. Put a little on my cheeks. I do my neck, a little bit on my chest. Next, I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to do it off camera. I'll be right back. Brows are done. I use the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat in Soft Brown. And then I use the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows Tinted Brow Gel, also in Soft Brown. Next is the eyes. I'm going to use the Viseart Petite Pro #1 palette that I purchased in the Sephora sale. This is a great little travel-friendly palette. I don't know the color names offhand, but I will put them down here on the screen as I'm using them. I am going to start with my BK Beauty Angie A501. I'm going to go in with the lightest color. I'm going to put that all across my eyelid. Nice and bright. I'm going to go in next with the Angie BK Beauty A502 brush. I'm going to go in with this color right here. And I'm going to go for my outer edge. Down. This is how I always start. I want my eyes to look lifted and just start blending. You can always add more, so start lightly. Now I'm going to go into this shade right here. I'm going to go a little bit in the arch because if you have hooded eyes, you want your eyes to look lifted. You don't want to go directly in. You want the illusion that your crease is up in here. So I go right above my crease, but under the arch. I'm going to do the same on this side. Darken the corner. I think that looks pretty. I'm going to go in with the A505. Again, this is from the Angie Hot and Flashy. I'm going to go into this color right here. I'm just going to put that across my lid, about 3/4 of the way. This palette is actually really nice for fall. If you didn't watch my Sephora haul video, I will link that down below. I talk more in depth about this palette and I'm actually wearing it in the video. I'm going to go into the next color, which is the gold, and add a little bit of brightness. And I'll put some of that on, just to lighten it up a little. And I'm still going to use the A505. I'm going to go into the lightest shade. I'm going to put that right in the center. And a little bit in the inner corner. I think this looks nice. I'm going to use the A504. I'm going to line. I'm going to go in with the darkest here. And I love to line with eyeshadows because I don't like a harsh liner line, and it's just so easy to do this and have a really pretty smoky liner without having to rub and try to smudge. Not saying that I don't use liner pens, I do. But this is just so easy. If you have a palette, there's always a dark color in there that you can use for your liner, so you're not reaching for anything extra. You can do it all on one palette. Now I'm gonna go underneath my lower. I'm going to use the lighter shade, which is right here. That's pretty. That looks nice. That's pretty. That is it for the eyeshadow palette. Now I need some blush. I am super pale. I'm going to use the Buxom Wonderlust. This is in color Havana. I'm going to use the 507 brush. I like to start high and come down. That's really pretty. Pretty. So that is it for the blush. I think that looks really pretty. Now I'm going to do mascara. I am going to use the Lancome Lash Idole. This is a really pretty mascara. If you have not used this, I highly recommend. It has a nice curved brush. The formula is not too dry, it's not too wet. Okay, that is good for the mascara. Now it is time for the lips. I'm going to use the Too Faced Lady Bold lip liner. It's a waterproof lip liner. This is Limitless Life is the color. I purchased this during the sale. This is a neat little packaging. It's like a pen. You push this just like a pen. That looks nice for the liner. Pretty. Now on top of that, I'm going to use the NARS lip gloss. This is Chelsea Girls. This was a recommendation of Lisa J. This is a pretty pink color. I'll actually swatch it for you. That's the color there. Okay, so lips are done. I'm really happy with this look. So as far as the foundation is concerned, I'm really enjoying this foundation. I think this would work on many different skin types. I have combination oily. I'm oily in the T-zone. I have some dry patches around my mouth and in my temples from tretinoin. The rest of my face, I would say, is normal. It's very lightweight. It's very skin-like. It's not sticky. It has a beautiful silky feel to it. It doesn't look like you have a ton of makeup on. It's not settling into pores. It's not settling into wrinkles, but I definitely think that that thin layer is key. I think her color range is great, 40 colors, but I definitely think it's worth a try. It's a beautiful, beautiful skin-like foundation. So that is it for today's Get Ready With Me video using the new Lisa Eldridge foundation. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the look. I'm really happy with it. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing before you leave. It'll really help out my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Using the box as a... Whoops! Oh my gosh. Wow. Tilbury Brow treat. Treat.